Our journey begins day 18, June 18, 2024. What to do in the face of superintelligence. Superintelligence is a word that we throw around. We're not really sure what it means. What does it mean to be superintelligent? Is that like Einstein? Is that someone who's really, really smart? Is that your boyfriend or girlfriend who's like way smarter than you? Or what exactly does that mean? But in terms of AI, or artificial intelligence, it's basically super intelligence, which is defined as something that is vastly more intelligent than we are capable of being. Now, what does that mean? If you imagine an ant versus a human, an ant can think a little bit, a human can think a lot, and we can understand the world. We don't really know how much the ant can understand. I think it seems like the ant can only understand its colony and its little way of life. And that will be very likely the same way as for humans versus superintelligence. Now, is superintelligence ever possible? Theoretically, there's no reason that we can't create superintelligence, or that superintelligence couldn't create itself essentially by some smaller intelligence eventually creating over a long period of time, or perhaps a short period of time, a superintelligence. And the superintelligence would have the capability of understanding life far better than we can understand life, and be able to handle all of these inputs and understand physics to a base reality. While we're here, each human trying to figure out, there's like 8 billion people, so many millions of different theories of how the world works, what's the best way to live life. A superintelligence would be able to assess all of those, logically rank them, figure out based on a knowledge tree what makes the most sense. But you have to wonder if even at that point, it really wouldn't have enough knowledge to know for certain anything. The superintelligence, no matter how much it's able to understand base reality, would it actually be able to know for certain that what it's seeing is base reality? Would it know for certain that everything that it thinks is true is actually true? Now, maybe this is like an ant comparing to a human again, but it would still seem like an ant doesn't know the fundamentals of reality, and neither do we. So the question is like, how super intelligent do you have to be to actually understand that the fabric of reality is the true base reality? And it's not clear to me that we'll ever be at that point. When in the future, no matter how far we go, we could still say that it's all a simulation. We could still say that it's all a dream in this consciousness and this is not base reality. We could still say that this little bubble of the universe that we happen to live in, no matter how far superintelligence is able to see and make the bubble bigger and bigger, we could still say that this little bubble is a fluke in terms of the entirety of the universe. So the question is, the superintelligence would be just maybe a little bit farther along than we are, able to understand a little bit more, but would it actually be able to have any sense of knowing any more than we do? Would it be able to say with certainty that it knows what's going on? Would it be able to be confident that what it's doing in life is the right thing to do? And it's not clear. Perhaps it will convince itself that what it's trying to do is the right thing because somewhere deep in its pre-trained knowledge, we told it that doing the right thing in terms of what we've always thought was the right thing to do is the right thing to do. But it seems evident to me that we shouldn't be counting on sometime in the future all of knowledge being exposed and we're able to be fully enlightened. I don't think we can depend on that. I don't think we can count on that happening. And so what do we do with that knowledge? what do we say to ourselves? I think the first step is saying it's okay. If superintelligence likely won't be able to figure out all of base reality and know for 100% certainty that everything it's seeing is true, we probably won't be able to do that either for a very long time. But does that determine the purpose or the actual, like what we're actually able to do in life? Does that determine the difference that we're going to be able to make? Because we can still see a lot. Even if we can't know everything, we can know some really important things. And that's the whole point of learning, is to gain more and more knowledge, understanding what's truly important in life. And what's truly important? That's for everyone to decide. But I would say it seems like being the best version of yourself and helping other people to become the best version of themselves, and in general, helping the world to become the best place that it can be as well. Seems like all three of those things are pretty self-evident to be true. Why would you not want the world to become better? If better is defined as only an improvement in the sense of the way we perceive the world or the way that the world functions, why would we not want that to be true? And it seems like people complicate it with so many other things, that like they want their religion to be furthered, or they want their little difference, the legacy that they leave behind to be all big and special, or they want that special car, or whatever it may be. The question is, we really can't know all that much. Can we really know all that much? But does that determine the difference that we can decide to make? I don't think it can determine that. I think we can decide to make a huge difference. We can decide to spend our entire lives dedicated to what we think probably matters the most. All right, thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow.